That's a lot. We are not there.
I'm going to show you guys.
You're going to show us 100 degrees?
Well, first I got to kick this off. So, hey, everyone. Welcome to part 7 of Jira Duty, live Jira Q&A, plus Atlassian Community questions. You are... I don't even know where to start right now, but we have Sarah and Rodney who are here to help this all become a possibility.
I'm here to observe the master, but go on.
Observe the master.
I'm enabling. I am absolutely enabling.
And before we get started, a special thanks again to my good friends over at Resolution for making this all possible. Make sure you check out their NASA, Not Another Stand-Up app. It's one of the coolest apps in the Atlassian marketplace. And if your stand-ups suck, then you definitely want to check out those links in the description, because they have a lot of different options and a lot of different apps. And it's not just the NASA one. They have a lot. And so check them all out, because there might just be an app for you. All right. So with that, I wanted to share with you guys, because you don't believe me.
Oh, I believe you.
This is my weather for like the next week. And I'm like, isn't like fall supposed to be here at some point? I'm like triple digits.
But I thought this is what fall was in California.
No.
Every time I've been to California in August or September, it's kind of looked like this.
It's because of the marine layer that we have, but Orange County is a little cooler. I just moved into like a horrible area. I already told my wife, I'm like, first chance I get, we're moving.
We will welcome you back here, friend.
So we have that house in St. Louis for the little hope that my wife's like, one day we will move back. And I'm like, probably.
Atlanta's a great place if you ignore the hurricanes and the clouds of toxic death.
I'm okay.
I wish I was joking.
I'm okay.
Oh, the Jira line. I think you got the wrong sponsor banner there.
Oh boy, I do have the wrong one. How did that happen?
Everybody, eyes up here, eyes up here.
Why are you guys changing my?
Lovely to be here, Rodney. How
I didn't change it.
Why are you guys all adding different things to my banners? I have muscle memory.
I did not change it.
Resolution. We'll cut that out. Good thing we're doing this live, right?
Nobody will know.
It has been a long day. I've been obsessing over YouTube for the last 3 days. And I've gone through and updated so many titles and added so many tags, so many different videos. It's a lot of work. But here we are, folks. Here we are, friends, to do our Jira duty. And we're going to kick things off with the very first one here. And oops, I always forget to click, man. It's like I've been doing 7 of these, and I always forget how to get started. I should just have this on the script. But then I don't like scripts.
What?
I'm not
You have a script?
I know. I'm not a huge fan of scripts. I think I will make more mistakes with the script. All right. How to display the number of open tickets that existed on each day? Ooh, these are interesting ones. I would like to display on a dashboard a graph that represents the number of open tickets that existed each day for the last month. How can this be achieved? I think that you can achieve this using the created versus resolved report inside of Jira.
Me too.
And
Indeed. But looking at Trudy's answer, I think you might have one up on her.
Uh-oh. Is there a downvote? Can you imagine the mayhem that would be upon us if we were to have a downvote? All right, let's so this is free. This is built into Jira, and there's a created versus resolved. And so what I'm hoping I can do is just simply not show the created. But ideally, what you want to do with this particular graph is you go and type in the name of a project. We'll do our mobile one here.
I'm going to change that a little bit. If we do a filter, and we filter on only resolved issues.
There we go. Let's do that. I like you. I like where you're going with it more. Okay, so I'm going to stick to this project. So my project equals mobile.
Do you mean unresolved issues?
Yep. And so resolution is empty, basically, right?
Yeah, resolution is empty.
And as long as I look for this, then this should bring back every ticket that's not closed, right?
Yes.
So I'll save this as my unresolved work. items.
How are they, by the way,
Or
how are
check
they
that.
defining the last month? Like a rolling 30 days or?
We'll show that in the filter because that's a filter
right.
question. But man, Sarah, you missed my whole little work items question mark.
I might have.
What are they gonna call it? Did you see?
Oh, actually, you know what? If I look on my other screen, it's literally staring at me on the other screen.
Yeah, no. Atlassian breaking news. Allegedly, Atlassian's gonna help us or let us change the name of the issue. I don't know how I feel about that. It's been an issue for me since day one. Now it's just grown on me.
But you
Again.
see, that's exactly why they would want to change it. Because you described a problem as an
issue. Oh, I answered for him. I did his work.
So here's a period, right? So you could do daily, weekly, monthly. And so I'm just gonna leave daily and see what it does, but then you can do the previous 30 days. But I would assume if you do like monthly or weekly, then you can alter your things. But I'm gonna leave daily, leave the last 30 days, display unresolved. This is key because otherwise it won't show the resolved. Or maybe we'll see.
That's just the trend line, I think. Yeah.
And then I don't think that this matters, so let's just leave all versions or none, and then I'll just hit save. And so this picture should show us the number
green
of
are the resolved stuff. The reds are what was created.
So basically anything that's red has been unresolved per day. And look, here you can see every day, this blue bar is really where the magic's at, right? This one's showing us every day how many unresolved issues we have per day. It's a little buggy, but you can get it to work there.
Yeah, I think if you turn off that trend line, even though you like the trend line, that's a more cumulative thing. And they want to know like per day, right?
But it is telling me per day, right? So if I hover over, this is September 17th, I had 10. On September 18th, I had 10. On September 20th, I had 18. And then on the 28th, I had 22. So this the trend one
again,
is
of course, you're right. The number of open tickets. I was thinking the number of tickets opened.
Oh, so that's interesting on how you can. But this is telling me how many open tickets existed on that day. So I would think that the trend line is the right answer.
Yeah, I think you are right.
Trend line is. But
I was putting words in that didn't exist there.
I tend to do that when I'm taking the ACP test.
See, I know exactly. I absolutely just did that.
Worst place to do that.
Come back. Okay. Come back to the Jira Live on Wednesday, where we'll be studying for the 120 once again.
All right, so
two lessons before I take the test. Please help.
Oh wait, you're taking the 120, Rodney?
I am taking the 120, I believe, on Tuesday of next week.
Nice. Then just don't do what I just did, and that's the best advice I give everybody that I can't take myself.
All right, so Jake, okay, so the first thing I would do would be to create a filter that brings back all your unresolved issues. Something like, man, the code's not gonna like it. I'm not even gonna put it in there.
The JQL is obvious if anyone's been using Jira.
Once you have that, go to your dashboard and pull in the created versus resolved dashboard gadget. All right, I need to check my comments over here. Ha. What's up, Sean? All right, so once you have that, do that. In the settings, this is the critical part, right? So display the trend of unresolved. When you are configuring the gadget, pick your filter and then make sure you select the checkbox or the drop down that says display trend of I might short-term memory of unresolved.
Copy and paste, friend.
It can't. Can I? It's a picture. No, maybe.
Just the text?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Wow. See, Sarah, this is why you're here. You're here to enable.
I'm the little things. See? You do all these great big things, and then I'm like, hey, by the way, one small tweak. And there you go.
Once you save your dashboard, you should see a trend line that shows you how many open issues you had every day.
But didn't we learn that you get more kudos if you add images? So maybe screenshot
you?
that bad boy. I don't know. Somebody said that, I thought, last week.
No.
I mean, makes sense. I say screenshot it anyways.
Why not?
All right, I got a screenshot 1 and then hit save and then screenshot 2 with that like that. So I can see this picture. All right. The only thing I hate taking screenshots on a Mac. If I had a
Me too.
complaint about a feature from Apple, it'd be like, how is it that in the year that we are in, we still haven't figured out how to do screenshots?
I've figured out screenshots. I
No,
made my own key commands for them.
I mean the key command's not the problem. I got the carpal tunnel to get the control, the command, the board in there.
Oh, I know. I made mine custom. Mine's Command Option 4 because that's what it was on a Chromebook.
No, but that's what it is.
I got both of you beat. On my laptop, it's just F11.
True story. But you can drag?
Yeah. Okay. So, but here's the problem with that Mac though. Like I don't mind the command. Like I got my finger going like that just to get the 3 buttons in there. But carpal tunnel or whatever you want to call this disfiguration aside, the thing goes away in 2 seconds if you don't like save it to your clipboard.
Oh no. There's another way. I will send it to you.
Enlighten me, please.
Because because again, I have my own keyboard command for it. So now I just Command Shift 4, and then that's how I save it.
Yeah, but that automatically takes the whole picture of the whole desktop.
But you can make your own commands.
I don't know. All I can tell you is that Apple needs to fix this.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot. We're gonna fix it.
Don't forget, next week at Ape Tech Mac Tutorials.
We should be mad that we can't just paste. Or no, you are pasting them in there. Never mind.
No, I'm not.
You had to upload them?
That's the whole rant, is that I have to save them.
Yes.
And then upload them. And then
so let's go be mad at somebody else for not letting us paste in screenshots.
30 year, right? Sean Doyle hates Apple. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a chance to talk with the lovely Sean Doyle, but I was walking with him down the streets of San Francisco one day, and I'm a big Apple fanboy. I'm a big Apple fanboy, and Sean and I were talking about we started talking about my love for Apple and his hate for Apple, and I'm like, why in the world do you hate Apple so much? And he's like, the year was 1973. I was like, are you kidding me? From like day one.
Right.
And I'm like, this guy has had a gripe with Apple since like in the 1970s. Doesn't even give him a shot anymore.
Man.
All right, next question.
Okay. Before we move on, Alex, how does it feel to get a question right that the great Trudy, got wrong?
Or
I don't
we're
know
gonna
that
find out why we're wrong.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to go down that route. I like Trudy. I just don't know if Trudy likes me. I think she does. Based on the last comment.
For the online community, she is a superstar. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
my kudos are going up. I'm up to 10,000. I went up a digit. Hey, look.
This should
I'm
be
on
like
the top 3.
This should be like hockey or something, though. We should get
top 3.
Rodney and I should get assists, right? Like you get the point, and then we get the assist point.
I know, right?
Just
baseball
for
right?
cheering you on should count, right?
So far, this is like today, I believe.
But no, the quarter's over tomorrow. Or I guess tonight.
Depends what time zone they're counting from.
Holy moly, I got a long way to go, but quarterly, I'm right there. I'll take it. Okay. All right. How did I get to this?
Next.
I lost a question. Oh, no. It's just hidden from the kudos. Okay. Here we go. Is it possible to import data from Excel and update current issues instead of creating new ones? Ooh. I have a spreadsheet that is synced via Jira via the Microsoft plugin. We want to add 2 columns, both fields, both of which have already been created for our instance, and have users update those columns with their own data. When importing back into Jira, I want these existing issues to have 2 fields updated and not create an entirely new issue. Is this possible? So yes and no.
Please do explain.
So this because it's a 2-part question, right? The sync is what kills me. The sync is what makes it turn into a no. But if you were to just take Jira and an Excel file, it is possible for you to update an existing issue in Jira with the Excel file. So that's possible. But the sync using the plugin, that's where I'm a little bit more not sure. And
I don't know many people that are using the Microsoft plugin.
Let's try it though. I think this one's worth trying. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't think it's possible though, at least in the sync. What I will recommend is for them to save a copy of that file as a CSV and then do the upload. That'll get that data in there for sure. But I don't think the sync's smart enough to respect that a new column or new columns have been added and that it now needs to keep the data in sync. But I also don't know how to test this.
I was going to say, I don't have the Microsoft plugin.
Yeah, I'm going to fire up
which Microsoft plugin at that.
I know there's so many, right? Let's just start a new workbook. And here's what we need. So to do this without the sync, I'll just show how to do this. Right? You're gonna need issue key. You're gonna need summary. Those 2 are non-negotiable. Dude, as long as you have those 2 items, you're good. Bob's your uncle. The next thing is gonna be your columns, right? So I'm just gonna go grab 2 custom fields that are in a project and see what's up. I'm gonna go back to can I even import to this one? Probably. I'm gonna go back to this one. Let's see what custom fields I have. So I don't. Oh, we have Sarah's special field.
Yes.
We need to update Sarah's special field.
All right, that's the field. Forget. I mean, if you could do it for one, you can do it for both. All right. So you just add another column. But let's just do Sarah's special field. So the critical part from here then is you want to get the key. You want to grab your key and the subject or summary. Dang it. This is the only feature I like from.
That's going to be the next poll, is going to be, what do you want to replace summary with? Because I feel like I've heard that. Is it going to be title or is it staying summary?
Right.
Okay. I'll agree. I'll agree with them needing to rename issues to something else. Summary is a hill I'll die on.
No. You're dying alone, buddy. Summary's got to go. Nobody that I talk to. Nobody that I talk to is like, what the heck is a summary? I'm like, it's just a title. These Aussies don't know how to do things.
Is it a title or is it a short description?
It's a title.
I mean, that's really what it is. It's a short description.
No, it's a title. It's a title. It's. I will accept 2 options: title or name, but not summary, and not short description.
Long description.
I'm gonna die on that hill. I'm gonna die on that hill. I don't care about issue type. Like I said, I used to hate it 7 years ago. It's grown on me. Now I'm gonna be sad if it goes away. And by the way, work item, I don't like. That's Azure.
It does not roll off the tongue the same way.
The work item?
Yeah.
I used to use work items exclusively in the TFS days. That's what TFS used to call theirs, work items. And tasks.
Yeah. What's your work item number? Right? What's your work item key?
Yeah. I like task. I wouldn't mind task, but then you're over killing it when the
task is a task. With
the task and then the stories and then there's already problems there. So wait, right. What are the options? It's work
item or task. Oh, I'm in for item.
Yeah, task can't be there. So you got to go with work item.
I go item though. Okay, so back to syncing.
Okay. So anyway, so we're not even back to thinking. So this right here is enough. So if you do this and you go and upload this as a CSV file and you pick your project, this will basically do the do an update, right? So that's great there. But what we're really trying to test out though is how the heck do we get this thing to connect with Jira? So my understanding is that it happens over here on this side, and I'm not quite sure where. I know where it is in Google Sheets because I did it today. But one of these up here somewhere has some sort of a macros. Here we go, Excel add-in. And then so I'm gonna go browse. Nope, definitely not do that. Okay, so maybe not that. Let's try the other one. It's definitely not a macro. So what the heck? Do I have to like download something then? Add-ins available.
I've got create a flow. Oh, pain.
Jira Excel plugin.
Yeah, AI wants you to create a flow.
See, when you do this, get it now. It basically redirects you to go back to Excel. So let's see what Excel wants me to do.
But I'm not sure the one you're looking at does a sync.
It would.
Does it? Okay.
I need to sign in. Okay, so this is the hard part. See, this is where if you I don't know that I'll be able to test it then, right? Because your organization or whatever, they need to set it up and all this stuff. So I don't think that it'll work on the sync. I would suspect that it doesn't. So I'm gonna tell this person to
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna tell him I'm not 100% sure.
So I never sneeze just once. It's usually in groups of 3. So I'm waiting for the third one now.
I got you beat, buddy. I do like 12 at a time. I can like black
Those
out.
are miserable. Those are
when
miserable.
I'm sneezing, like I can like not like I'll lose air and consciousness sometimes, and I'm like I'll just like
yeah. Wait, Ronnie's gearing up for number 3. He muted. I was going to ask.
I'm feeling it, but it's.
Are you a sun
slow.
sneezer?
You got a little feather there somewhere?
No, I'm not a sun sneezer.
And
which is good because I got 2 studio lights like right here shining on me.
Yeah. I've got mint makes me sneeze, like a mint in my mouth can trigger it. But then I do have to do the stare into the light if I need to generate one when it's like, it's there, it's there.
It's waiting for me to not suspect it. The moment I let my guard down.
So Jira will update. So as long as you call out your issue key, your summary, and then your columns with those updated values, Jira's going to update your issues instead of importing them. You still go through the importer, so it feels unintuitive. But as soon as you map your issue key and summary, the UI will change on you. I don't know how to spell intuitive, unintuitive.
INTUIT.
I don't know how to spell most words.
Ibly.
All right. Again, I don't have enough tools prepared for that one, but I do know that she can at least upload and not do the import. By the way, did you guys check out my jacket that I would be wearing if it wasn't 100 degrees?
I almost said something about it when you were doing your resolution ad. I was like, and the cool jacket in the background.
Yep.
That jacket looks vaguely familiar. I wonder where I've seen one of those around here.
Hopefully it's cooler where you live because it has been hot.
It is still too warm for that thing. I am counting down though, because we will get cold enough that I may need it for like a day or 2.
All right, next question. How to upload an Excel into Confluence page? Ooh, I'm trying to upload an Excel with more than 10 columns as an Excel in Confluence and not able to view the contents. Please, can you help me on how to attach an Excel in Confluence? Can you do that?
No, not that I don't know why copy and paste, why you wouldn't just copy and paste your Excel in there.
Let's add a couple more fields in there and see what it does, but
I'm busy looking at your how to sync Jira with Excel or Google Sheets video.
I do have one of those.
We could link to that.
But like I said, that one's great with the sync. But what I don't know is if you add those 2 extra columns, I don't think it's smart enough.
You'll need the answer and then update your video.
Dude, today I learned how to export more than 100 issues, more than 1,000 issues using the sync tool.
Yeah. Very nice.
I didn't know this. So I'm like, guess what's coming soon? How to export over more than 1,000 issues in Jira. Okay, so he said he had 10 columns. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What else do we need here? Labels, company. Oh shoot, I hate this. Sprint. By the way, have you guys tried the work breakdown structure in Jira using AI?
I haven't yet.
No, not yet.
I had to go buy Jira Premium for my Jira. This thing is a thing of beauty. So check this out.
Oh.
You go to a project. Okay. You open up an epic. Ideally, you want to give it more than just an epic too, right?
Absolutely.
So let's just call this like Sarah's perfect epic. And in the description, right, you're gonna I just do AI just to kind of cheat a little bit, but
of course.
Be able to export more than 1,000 issues in Jira. When you hit this, right, it's gonna oops,
I think you needed to save your AI first or accept your AI.
Yeah, I went too far. I should have hit enter. Be able to export more than 1,000 issues in Jira. So when I hit enter, it's gonna go and do stuff, right? Now this is already there. Like that was already kind of cool because it makes something out of nothing. But now you have this button down here where it's gonna go and create those stories for you. So if you click on this, it goes and like it understands the context of the summary and it understands the context of the description, and then it builds you your children tasks. And you can like, say yay or nay or whatever, but then you can accept it, right? And so now those stories are automatically created. And this is the kicker. This is what I really like. So now if you want, like, in the words of Dr. Feifei, right? If you want to double click on one, it already created the description for you as well. And then here you can go and hit the create and then the subtask. And now you can do more subtasks and it'll decompose it 2 levels for you. Like, I thought that was so cool. I was like, that is nice. And there you go. It's like just like that. In a minute, we have now a baseline to start figuring out how we're going to build this Excel exportability.
And now I'm thinking about doing that like in place almost of automation, because let's pretend I just write in a description, but then somebody could go suggest, hit suggest the children.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I liked it. It's definitely it's crawling up to be one of my favorite AI features.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we got a couple of columns here. I don't think that I have 10, but I think we're close enough for government work here. We got 9. All right. So I'm just going to put things in here. Alex, Bob, awesome.
See, while you were over in Jira, you should have just said, create a table with 10 columns and 5 rows of example data.
Oh my gosh, but you could do that though, right?
Yeah.
In here?
You should be able, I would imagine.
I think create a table that has 10 columns and each of those columns represents a different Jira field. Populate the table with at least 5 entries. Let's see what that does. see how smart it is. Ooh, look at that. Not what I would have expected.
Done.
I need some help. Now, if we go do it in Confluence, I wonder what happens over there.
Same
okay.
smell.
So we got a table. So that's progress, right? So now we're going to go into Confluence. Oh, I got to save my table, right? So import to Confluence demo, delete me please. Because then I forget and I just end up with a bunch of trash in my on my computer. All right, so let's go over to Confluence. And we're just going to go over to my page here. Go to edit. And then we're just going to drop in the table. We're dropping the file, right? So let me open up my thing over here. Just going to go down. Drop this bad boy down here. Where'd it go? Okay, so it imports it as just a... That's not where I want you. Let's go to a new page. Yeah. Excel demo. So in here, if somebody knows the answer, by the way, Sean, feel free to yell at us.
Wait.
Sean's like, I'm out.
I feel like I can say to Sean, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, and I'll get a response on that.
Okay, so Excel doesn't import then as like a table. You can't make the table out of. So which is what I think he wants to do, right?
I'm personally confused why copy and paste doesn't work.
Okay, so let's try that then, right? So I wanted to just drag and drop a file. If I go and grab this table like this, copy, and come in here and paste, a table fits. So I will answer with both. I will say if you try to drag and drop an Excel file, it's just going to embed the file as a file, and you can click on it and view the file, but it doesn't create the table for you.
I think, Sean,
yeah, Sean says refresh the page.
Refresh the page.
He may have sniped your answer from under you.
Freaking Sean.
Swipe or no swiping?
You need an add-on to display the table in Excel. Freaking Sean. What add-on do we need?
That add-on, obviously.
Way to go above and beyond, Sean. Just giving people half an answer. Let's find an app that'll display Excel table. Elements. Ooh, one of my sponsors, but not for this video. So
For this one.
Then Rodney gets all mad at me. Is there an app that allows you to just bring in Excel files? Import to or from Excel. Uh-oh. Gotta talk to...
A new way to view Excel files in Confluence. Yeah, you can. As soon as this open. The Excel macro has gotten an upgrade, making it easier to view embedded Excel files in Confluence. So did you try a macro over in Confluence?
Let's try that. I haven't.
And I'll show you something that at least is in one of my instances in Confluence now.
Oopsie.
Wherever your cursor is, they're now adding a little plus to the left. So if you're not like a slash command kind of person, which I have a feeling you are, oh, I'm not seeing it on yours. Sometimes now they're putting a plus at your cursor and then you can select your macro from there.
So this one here, embed to
I would
Excel
say the
document?
Excel, yeah. I thought you could display these.
Error. Macro is unable to locate the page.
Try editing that.
Maybe it...
Just, yeah, leave the page name blank.
There you go. That kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, that I mean, it doesn't look like a table view per se, but you got your data in there. I wonder if there's an option to put the grid or something. Nope. All right, well, we'll go with that. That's I'm gonna tell this homie he's got 3 options.
Here, I'm gonna give you a link in case it's of use on that.
Let's go with @Ashore. Welcome to the Atlassian Community. You have a few different options as Sean explained above, you can use a third-party plugin such as, put it in the private chat there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not for the app though, right?
This is for the macro and Confluence.
Okay, so I want that in a second then. All right, so elements. Atlassian elements. Let's go with elements because they're my sponsors. Way to stay
I
subjective.
thought Resolution was your sponsors.
Well, they're a sponsor of mine, okay? And I'm also not on the best of terms with them right now. They're kind of mad at me. So I gotta give them I gotta make it up however I can. Next.
We might have to go apologize to them next week.
If you could, please. Like, I'm just slow with making videos. I'm just very, very slow. Okay. Next, you can drag and drop your Excel file into a Confluence page, but you will not be able to see the contents of the file unless you click on it when you publish the page. So you may not want that. Next, you can copy paste your Excel files, rows, headers, columns, and you can just copy, you can copy your Excel files, your Excel data, rows and columns, and paste them into Confluence, and a table will be created. And finally, you can use the, oh boy, get this out of the way. You can use the Excel macro built into Confluence Cloud that will embed your Excel file in a table-like fashion. Check. Read more about that here. All right, Miss Sarah, let me get you copy your link, paste that up. All right. There we go. We just one up Sean.
Man, you are one-upping everybody tonight.
Well, after 7 of these, you'd think you'd get a little good at these, no? I'm gonna avoid databases because I hate the database stuff. Let's see. I don't know how to manually set deployment statuses. This one has like 40 views, but no answers.
I can answer the other one.
What?
Okay.
You want to do the database?
Just let's take a peek at it.
I just
because I think I learned this the hard way and I'm sad.
I'm moving on to Airtable. I given up on Confluence databases.
Okay, because they have it connected to a business request. I thought it would update with new records when the new ticket is created, but it doesn't because it's actually an import and not a sync, which I learned the hard way. So if you use Confluence databases, you actually go import from Jira, you're pulling all of that data over and it's awesome. And then you're like, cool, now I'm going to go make another Jira issue, right? That's going to kind of fill that filter that I use to import the issues. Yeah. But then you go, oh, dang it. It's an import and not a sync. So just because you create something new, it doesn't go out there and find it. It is not like the Jira macro.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So unlike the Jira macro, where as you're updating or creating new issues,
right.
It
just doesn't do it. So that's that. It's a little semantic issue, right? Because it says connected. It's not really connected.
I'm going to go according to the lovely Sarah Wright, who's always right.
Sarah special field.
Let's welcome Zach. Oh, shoot. I hate when I get this far. Okay. If I could spell Zach, that would also help me. Welcome to the Atlassian Community. According to
if you want to go yell at somebody, yell at Sarah.
Are you in here? You gotta be in here, right?
Somewhere. I'm sure I have like 9 personas out there.
Which one are you? There we go. We'll go with that one.
Put that one. Yeah.
We are answering the question together on a live stream. I don't want to disclose that much.
Why not? Free advertising for Ape Tech.
What if they don't like it? So according to, we're answering the question together, in a live stream. When you pull in Jira data into your
Confluence database
DB, it's an import and not a sync. So unfortunately, I can't spell. Did I tell you definitely and unfortunately are two words I cannot spell?
They're the worst.
And unlike the Jira macro, the data isn't synced. So you'll have to do an import every time?
Yeah. Because while you're typing, the beauty was, right, is like when you go to, a lot of times we create tables in Confluence and we put a link to the issue and then we have all those other fields on it. And then so what you can do is when you import using databases, it separates out all those fields. So you can add additional columns on there and sort of append the data just for Confluence. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you go, great, now I'm going to add that new one.
But see, it gives you the connect, so it will give you the impression that it's.
Oh, it says connect now.
And it's not an import. So let's try it before we hit save.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's been like 2 days since I've done it, so Lord knows a
lot can happen.
Atlassian's deployed 6 times since then.
Right.
Yep. Welcome to the Atlassian. Okay, I got the right ones. So we got a sync there. So we got that in there. So it's actually connected to Jira. All right, so I can add an entry. That's cool. But I don't want to do that. What do I want to do, Sarah? Do I want to just change something in Jira and see if it changed it over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go to mobile 1 and let's change the title or the summary.
You said mobile 1, and in my head, I immediately heard T-Mobile's jingle. Ding. They own me.
At least it's not Verizon, right?
I had a friend who I heard about this from.
All right, we're going back down to mobile 1.
But that said, they did me right.
Look, it did. Changing the title.
It did change the title?
It did. I said changing the title. It did change the title. It changed the title there and it changed the title here. So what's this guy?
Okay, well, that part I could see because that part's linked. Now go change one of the fields.
Wait, hold up. So what do you want?
Because that's your link to the issue. But try change. So go back into Confluence and look at the columns that you have.
And change it here?
So change the summary.
The title. I can't change it.
To the title. It's also not jar. No, right.
It is jar.
If you were to change this here, it should not change over there and vice versa.
No, but this is not editable.
That's wild. Okay, go over into the unless maybe they created it.
Wait. So they said, but they said they're creating a new ticket. So let's create a new ticket over here. So what's the latest one here?
See, I'm just making you like
mobile 74
databases now.
So true story. I went to Team 24. I went to the database team and I said, do you guys have any idea how your databases work? And they're like, of course. And I'm like, cool. How do I get the databases to do what you guys advertise on the website? And they're like, whatever do you mean? I'm like, I want to do the connected cells, right? I want to have a table here and I want to have a table over there. And I want to decrement or increment values based on other values changing. They're like, oh, okay. And so I got two program product managers from Confluence. They couldn't do it.
I remember that time period.
I was like, exactly. This stuff doesn't work yet.
Yep. Because I did. I went to the documentation too. And I was like, hey.
The non-existing documentation. All right. So I just added one. And so we're going to go over
75.
here. And we're going to do a quick little refresh and see if 75 comes in. 75 did not come in.
See, that's why.
That's interesting though that it's synced because we can clearly see the data.
No, like I said, go and find, but go change a title on one of these.
Okay, so you say maybe you need like a catalyst to trigger it. So let's change
No,
two.
I'm sorry. No, change a description or change one of the other fields, something that's more like a text field on there. So go back to go back to Confluence. I don't know, like try changing the status.
But look,
We're going to change
I changed
anything.
the summary. I changed the summary and it's saved.
That's so bizarre.
And up here, we don't get a new one.
So maybe it's only syncing as in to stay. And so I could have said this wrong. Maybe it syncs with what exists, but it does not add new because like, it's not like, oh, hey, I have this specific query.
Yeah.
Make sense?
But I mean, you're technically right, but you're technically wrong. You're hot and you're cold at the same time.
My sister. Well, again, only some people will get that. Very, very, very few people will actually, or they might know the meme, but they don't know why they know it.
Sean's here, so Sean knows everything.
I know. Wait, but did Sean answer me about the Spanish Inquisition yet? Does anybody expect it?
All right, I think we need to open up a ticket with
No
that
one
last
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Thank you, Rodney.
I wonder if there's like maybe edit view.
Oh no, that's the other like unhappiness about this.
What?
Certain things just, yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's because there was no, you don't save a query or anything to be able to do that, right?
Yeah.
It's just import, make your selections, and then off you go.
I'm just.
See, Sean's a fan of databases. They're going to get there.
That's interesting though. Wait, so if I go down here though, if you create it, so here's I guess the workaround, right? If you create it, you can do mobile -75 and it's there and I can import it. See, a new epic to sync. So you can create it, but now you got to go and add the entry as a workaround manually.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So should we report
because
that
like that column is saying, yeah, that column's just letting you select a Jira issue. But yeah.
So I'll respond with I'm gonna put not a sync, even though the UI leads you to believe that you are establishing a two-way connection. While if you update an existing issues field data, the data is synced over. Any new issues created aren't. However, there is a workaround. All you need to do is go to the bottom of your conf.db and click on add entry. Your new issue should be searchable. You should be able to find manually. It's definitely a pita, right?
With hummus.
Atlassian should fix this. Answer.
A therapist would tell you they could fix it. They could choose to fix it.
Atlassian says,
Good is very,
more a 1.75 way connection. All right. We're getting down. How is it that we're having so much fun?
I know, the hours.
We're down to like the last 10 minutes. Imagine if work was like this. Now, I haven't done this, but I have kept my little banner going. But just as a reminder, the providers of this amazing jacket, this video is sponsored by my good friends over at Resolution. It's this way, no? I had to learn how to
that way. Your jacket's that way. I was pointing to the NASA logo.
Oh yeah, NASA logo up there. There. You guys are so supportive. Thank you so much. But again, special thank you to Resolution for making this video and the entire series possible. All right. How to manually set deployment status in Jira. So when we use the deployment component in Jira and Bitbucket Cloud to track our environment deployments, Ronnie, start getting ready because you're queuing up, Mr. Enablement. start warming up. You're on deck. However, some Jira stories, he starts having a coughing attack and leaves. However, some Jira stories are deployed manually. And Sarah leaves. We can't find a way to make these stories as deployed to production. Additionally, the feature sometimes fails to track Bitbucket pipelines deployment accurately, possibly due to some inconsistencies of how developers commit or create pull requests in such cases. We need a way to mark these stories as deployed since they aren't being picked up by Jira. Looking to see someone's able to do something similar using native Jira features or building automation scripts using Jira API. So they want to do what now? Are they just trying to like update the status of the Jira ticket?
Basically, but it's a little more nuanced. And the short answer is, I have no clue how to do this because I haven't played with this part.
If only we had a book.
I know.
Sarah, I grabbed my book.
Seriously, when I set this up, I set this up for GitLab, not Bitbucket, because GitLab lets me run pipelines on premise.
And I was gonna say, Sarah, I would grab my book, but that's what's keeping the jacket up, right?
So I filled in for you, friend. Except for now, there's discounts, man. Anyway.
We're looking at this. I know I didn't know any of this. And Bob, I didn't even get an email. Like Bob just posted it. And then I clicked on this link and of course it worked. But I guess as you get closer to the holidays, that's usually what happens, right? That's why I literally have a do not buy anything until November policy.
Mm-hmm.
Except for now that if the all those longshoremen go on strike, then you're hosed.
We're SOL'd.
So as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go buy toilet paper, even though I have 3 bidets and don't need toilet paper. But still, just in case, I never want to be burned through that ever again.
But it's for you to resell to your neighbors who are going to start panicking.
Yeah, exactly. So we go through a roll like a Costco packet of toilet paper like every 3 to 4 months now. Bidets are a magical thing.
The things you learn during Jira duty. Wait, Rodney, can you add that to the number of your questions for Barcelona? How long does it take you to go through a Costco size package of toilet paper?
I'm going to say no on that.
What? By the way, I added some questions for you.
What's up?
I added questions for Rodney.
Oh.
I saw. I already brought a couple of them in.
Sean says it's TMI, but I don't know about that.
It is a little.
I'm just telling you, you haven't used a bidet. It's game changing. It is.
Agreed.
It is a magical thing. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I need to go to sleep. I need to cancel Jira Cloud Premium, which is a paid annual rate. Next bill is $525. How do I proceed to make this instance free for up to 10 users? Ooh, that should
remove users.
Yeah, step 1, remove users. Because if you have more than 10, then you're SOL. Can you guys hear that?
No.
You guys can hear that helicopter? There's like a military helicopter flying over my head. All right. Hello from Trudy. Let's see. You must first reduce the number of licenses consumed to 10 or less. If you have more than 10 licenses, you will need to revoke the users. Okay, yeah. Because if you don't have 10 or less, you're not going anywhere. Once you've reduced your license count to 10 or fewer, you should be able to downgrade your subscription from premium to free from the billing interface. If you have sufficient permission, refer to that. Man, Trudy is with the links, man. Note that there will be no refund for the time remaining until your annual subscription next bill. Yeah, this is kind of silly. Like if they're already if they already paid for it, they don't get billed until May, so there's no point in downgrading at this point. Please be aware that you will lose access to variety functionality by downgrading from premium. You will no longer be able to use advanced roadmaps. You will no longer.
Yeah, that was going to be the big call out. And then be prepared for 90% of your stuff not working anymore.
Yeah, I'm just going to reply. I would personally, I'm just going to put 100%. Oops. To what?
By the way, if you guys get bottle swags, put your logos on the bottom of the bottles. So when I take my big drinks, then I could be showing.
We do have them. Well, right? I have mine. I have mine that says from Resolution.
Alex, I was just entertaining people while you were talking. Bitsy, we'll put that.
I prefer your. I talk a lot about Jira stickers.
It's in here too somewhere.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them too. I'm taking to Barcelona for you.
How did you get mine? Did I give them to you?
Yeah, you gave them to me in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I did see you in Phoenix.
Yeah, we traded a bunch of stickers so we give out each other swag.
We need to make more stickers.
Mm-hmm.
We need TGL stickers.
All right, let's wrap this one up. 100% to what Trudy Classpool said. At this point, if you already paid for those features, I would wait on downgrading. So if you're not going to get the money back, then there's no point. Jira without premium is like Flintstones driving a car like the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. I think that's gonna probably be it. Let's see if we got anything else. See if anything stands out for you. Oh, I like this one. Let's look at this one. Trudy's probably here. Nope. Okay. So I've created a workflow which includes the status of done. When I try to close a sprint where all the tickets are done, the tool states that 0 completed issues. However, in the sprint, it marks them all as completed. I'm attaching the screenshot. Any idea what's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, I know exactly what's going on here too.
Yeah, we all have seen this one.
It could be one of two things, though.
Is somebody getting fired? No, I'm kidding.
No.
This should be a fireable offense. Not setting the resolution as a post function of a new done status should be a fireable offense.
See?
If you're not going to set it as a post function, you have to have it as a screen on that closing transition. And personally, I don't like this as a post function. I like to give them the choice of what is the resolution? How did this close?
But look, so the issues here, though, are indeed resolved, though. So they're being crossed out. So the only problem that this can be is that the completed status is not the farthest right column. So I'm going to respond with that. At Yago.
And that feels honestly a lot like one of your ACP questions. Again, it's been a while. I don't remember questions. So if I'm conveying a question, it's totally by chance. But that's definitely.
Read, Joanna, you heard the lady?
I know.
Don't come after her. Don't add her.
I don't think it is a specific question on there, but it's the exact kind of thing that comes up on there.
So I've got 2 more study sessions with Alex before I take mine. And then I'm going to miss 2 study sessions because I'm going to be
want to knock out 2 Saturday and Sunday? We can take care of it.
Got a whole plane ride.
Can't. I literally can't. We've got Saturday entirely planned. And Sunday is going to be my oh crap last minute packing day.
And then Monday's going to be like, oh crap, I'm taking a certification day. Oh no, wait, is there travel and crap?
No, I travel overnight Sunday into Monday. Time zones. It's going to be a little weird. I'm going to not get a lot of sleep. And then Monday, it's just going to be, I'm hit the ground and running. But Tuesday is the exam. Tuesday morning.
Man, it feels
5
like
a.m. my time.
there should be like honorary exams, honorary certs. You know what I mean?
You do get
I
them.
said
You didn't know that?
the whole thing is I'm still going to be jet lagged. It's going to be 5
Yeah.
a.m. my time, and I'm going to be sitting for this exam.
How come?
If I pass it, I think I have thoroughly earned it.
Yeah. You
That'll
have.
be the test. So if you pass it, given your lack of sleep and cognitive ability, then I'll go and take it the next day.
Nice.
I will hold you to that.
I
hope
need to
not.
take another one. It's been a while. Mine are all gonna expire. By the way, Rodney, look what I just found in
Right there.
Oh, nice.
I got this probably from the resolution guys, because when they came through St. Louis, when they were doing their tour,
I
they
remember
must
the
have
tour.
grabbed that from you.
I'm kind of sad I didn't go to that. Bob joins us at the last.
It just has all new meaning for me now. I'll
As
just say
we
that.
answer the last question, Bob joins us.
Hi, Bob.
Hello.
It's like, you guys are done. I'm just here to tell you it's time up. He's the producer, right? He's like, guys.
No, he's not the producer
Not,
here.
not on this. This
Not on
Oh,
this one.
I
This
know
is
you're not the
APEC.
producer on this. I was teasing.
You notice
This
I've
is
got
APEC.
the Jira guy background, not the Jira Life background.
Now
We
I
all
do
need to have our independent brands for this one.
I have no brand yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. We were going with Sideshow Sarah, which we can't do now because I can't say it.
Yeah. You need something that rolls off your
Really
tongue
hard.
like work item.
Like work item key.
Can I have
You
your
know,
work
All
item?
like issues, but
I'm
it
a
does
fan
roll
of work
better.
item just for my ClearQuest days. So
Right?
everything's going full circle.
I mean, like, it is a objectively better option than issue, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as cleanly as issue does.
It's one of those where I am completely anti-task. There is no reason on God's green earth why you should call it a task. No,
Nope.
You can't. It's just
absolutely.
gonna confuse everything.
Absolutely.
That one just can't even be an option.
Well,
Exactly.
right. Because
Like,
that's why I
I'll
said I think
complain.
they put it in there just because people will hate it so much that it can only be.
You think it's
work
marketing
item.
101? Like everybody will just gravitate to work item because the options are just so crappy.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
That's-
Mhm.
If I were smart, I would do
It's
that.
wonderful stagecraft.
Oh,
Yes.
Atlassian, we see you. We see what you're doing there. You can't pull a fast one over to these experts here.
And
Oh,
as I've said before, we are also not the audience of this change or why this change is happening. Because it's for the people they want to attract, not the people they have.
very true. Very, very true. Which is why they got basically killed Agile.
Okay.
There's a
No,
statement.
No. Yeah, I see that look you're giving, Sarah. Just nod your head.
No,
Right?
yeah.
I'm
Say yes.
killed
We
Agile.
don't acknowledge his craziness. We
With
just
the
don't acknowledge it.
new Jira, you don't have to have an epic. You can call it whatever you want. You can have any issue types of whatever you want.
That is
Yeah, point
not.
to
What are
the
you gonna call it?
manifesto
Work
where
item
you have
type?
to have epics. Yes.
What?
Point to the manifesto where you have to have epics.
You don't, but I'm just saying you don't have to have a story now. Everything can just be a task. It's just gonna ruin the whole thing.
I mean,
But
who cares what you call it? Seriously, who cares what you call it?
the whole people that created a framework around what you call it.
Okay,
What are you gonna do? Stop calling it story
first off,
points and just call it points?
first off, you know, stories did not come from Schwaber and Sutherland. I hate to burst your bubble.
Burst it all you want. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm just saying, Agile as we know it is dead.
Well, you're looking at it from a Scrum lens, and you're putting a whole lot of things that don't come from Scrum into that same lens.
Sure, but I'll still stick with my Agile's dead.
Yeah, and you just
Johnson
call it.
Nagel
Again,
matter.
I'm not. We're going to let you have your craziness along with your jars. We'll just leave it at that.
I
We can
agree. I agree
also-
with. Yeah.
I was just going to say things can coexist. That though it may have started and helped Agile, Jira can allow for different frameworks to be in there.
I mean, that's one
Until-
of the long-standing, reasons why Jira is popular is its flexibility. If we want to call it tacos, we'll call it tacos.
I do have a
And
taco
honestly,
issue
it's
type.
objective.
Yes.
It's objectively better to call it tacos. But no, I don't like work items because I just don't think it flows.
Yeah, because
I'm
now
not
we got
supposed to call them units. I mean, that's nice. That's short. It doesn't
What?
have the same negative connotation issues does.
why don't you just call it an item?
See,
An item works.
I'm
Item works.
item.
I'd go with item because then you gotta do like your work item layout screen, your work item, your work item issue. Oh shoot! How do you just eradicate the word issue from
Your work item workflow.
yeah, your work item screen?
Your item type
Scheme.
screen scheme.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. Your work item type screen scheme. Your
Instead of
Okay,
the
but
issue type
then-
screen scheme.
Are we going to, I'm slippery sloping this thing though, because if we are changing issue, at what point are they changing project? Does project become container?
that needs to be changed.
Does project become team?
That is a massive headache every time I'm teaching someone new Jira.
Exactly. What the hell is a project? Issue doesn't mean issue. So it's
Said I could agree with item. I mean, I could even agree with Sean here with record because I mean, let's go back to all the database days.
yeah.
I will go with the most popular unofficial name, ticket.
Yep. There are some people who are like super
I've got one better
anti-ticket.
for everyone. We just need to call them Jiras.
Well, right?
I know, Ron.
There
You
you
got
go.
that
But come on, why not?
gyros. As long as we don't
they're
call them
just-
gyros, I'm okay.
There are cheers.
As
I
long
just
as we
wanted
don't-
to know
Did you put your Jira in Jira?
if they go with taco, would a project then become like a taco bar? Just wondering.
no, according to
and-
Rodney, it'll become a Subway.
I like that they should have like some sort of name the whole hierarchies of things and
You can right
come
now.
up
That's
with
why
a
I have.
theme.
That's how I have a taco in my Jira right now.
right. No, but I'm saying like even for a project, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
be able to rename all the things.
Yeah, the number of times that I have to explain to people that a project's not a project, like their traditional PMP project.
Oh, wait. And so
Oh.
then fields, right? Fields are then like your fillings, right? You got to have some meat, some cheese, some onions.
Fields
salsa,
are just gonna be the
pickled
little
vegetables.
containers where all the toppings go.
I can go all day. So maybe issues are taco shells, and then the fields are the fillings, and then the project's the actual taco. I love the blank faces.
How
Way
late
too
is
much
it over where
information.
you're at, Sarah?
Say what?
I know
How
I'm
late
in a
is it
later
over
time zone, Sarah. That's where you're more tired than I am.
Oh no, we're still recording, but this is the whole reason I don't do drugs, friends. Because
We're gonna stop
nobody
the
wants that.
let me wrap this one up.
Thank you,
It's gonna make for
resolution.
It's gonna make for some great standalone video that we're gonna publish.
Oh, the shorts are going to be amazing out of this 7-minute section.
All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in and dealing with our shenanigans. Special shout out to my good friends over at Resolution. Make sure you check out their Not Another Stand-Up app. I cannot pronounce it. Not Another Stand-Up app.
It's called
NASA.
NASA.
NASA. And you can't see it anymore, but I got my NASA jacket in the back. And check out those links in the description. They have a lot of apps available in the Atlassian marketplace. So there's not just one, but many to choose from. Again, special thank you to Resolution for making this and the entire series happening. Make sure you come back tomorrow, same time as we are starting part 8 out of 14. We're almost there.
So wait, we're like halfway done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
Ooh.
are.
and I'm in third place as far as answering questions in the Atlassian community.